Hey guys, Cody here, and today we are going to be taking a look at some of my favorite announcements from E3 2018 and going over them and the details we got. If you look on screen here now, you can see I've listed the games that we will be discussing as well as the timestamps that you can find them at. Feel free to skip to the ones you like or sit tight and enjoy the entire video. Thanks. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Announced before E3, but more details have been shown in the last few days. Now this is the first Call of Duty to feature no campaign, as well as having the specialist system from Black Ops 3 returning. The new multiplayer features 5v5 with a much more competitive focus and a new healing system. DLC-wise, the game now features the Black Ops Pass, which is replacing the Season Pass, which now gives beta access, 8,500 COD points, 4 new Zombies experiences, 12 multiplayer maps, 4 exclusive Blackout characters, and a bonus Zombies map rumored to be the remaster of Black Ops 1's 5. So, going over my opinions with this game, I definitely am excited to play it. I've played Call of Duty every year, I think, since, I want to say, the first Black Ops, maybe Modern Warfare 2. I started getting the game annually, and I know a lot of people, it isn't their favorite game, but I definitely do enjoy Call of Duty. Fundamentally, it is a fun game, but I can't help but think that with this new DLC system that Activision is trying to push down our throats with the Black Ops Pass, which is basically just a season pass, it's not going to go well for the game. It splits the player base, people are mad, they don't want to pay more for DLC. This is probably, we're in a time now where DLC is being reworked. Instead of paying $15 for a map pack, now we have loot boxes. And even now, games like Battlefield 5 are going into systems where loot packs and, DLC aren't really a thing. Everything's going to be more free now. So I think Activision's kind of pushing away their audience with this one, but only time will tell in the end. I'm definitely excited to play the game, but there's rumors now that apparently to get the Black Ops Pass, you have to buy the deluxe edition of the game. So there's no way to buy the Black Ops Pass separately is what we're hearing, and if that's the case, I think that's going to be a monumental failure for this game, and it's going to die a lot quicker than it's going to stay alive. Black Ops 4 comes out on October 12th of this year. Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 is a World War II Battlefield game that will feature war stories like Battlefield 1 did, as well as multiplayer, grand operations, a battle royale mode, as well as no premium pass or loot crates, which is new for the Battlefield series. Featuring overhauled mechanics in its gunplay, movement, vehicles, and objective control, it definitely looks like an improvement from its previous game. So my personal opinions on this game is it definitely looks awesome. I mean, being a Battlefield fan for a while now, it's cool to see, and I think everyone was expecting a World War II Battlefield, and it's been something that a lot of people have wanted as well, ever since Call of Duty made its return to World War II. It was cool to see Battlefield kind of going back to its roots as well, and having a World War II setting, but I know this game has a lot of controversy, just like the new Call of Duty does with its gameplay. But the controversy for the new Battlefield is a lot of people feel like DICE is trying to rewrite history because of their inclusion of the ability to customize your character so heavily. Now, I'm not sure about war stories because I haven't seen too much information on that, but I know in the multiplayer you have the ability to choose your gender, you have the ability to choose what your character looks like, and there's a lot of overhauled customization. And I know a lot of people are saying that it's not historically accurate, it's not what they want, and personally, I don't think I care that much. As long as the game plays fine and it's fun, I think I'll have a blast with it, because I know with Battlefield 1, yes, that game in the multiplayer was a lot more historically accurate than this is, but for the most part, that game got really boring really fast. And, I just think that, if you want historical accuracy, there's a place and time for that, but I feel like video games is one of the, least concerning times or places to have historical accuracy, especially because things like Battlefield get really arcadey in terms of the gameplay and what happens. So, to wish that, let's not have females in it. I don't know. It does feel kind of sexist in a way, but I can understand why some people think it's better to have a historically accurate game, but I just don't think Battlefield and video games are the place to complain about it. Otherwise, though, I think this game looks awesome. The improvements sound like they're going to be a better version of Battlefield 1 for the most part. So I think Battlefield 5 is on the right track to be a good game, and hopefully it just turns out to be a good game in the end, and the new game modes and mechanics work out fun. Battlefield 5 is releasing on October 19th of this year. Fallout 76. This is the first multiplayer Fallout game in the franchise, and I highly recommend you guys, after or at the moment, go watch the no-clip Fallout 76 documentary video, which is going to help give some information on what the game's about, because I do realize there's a lot of controversy surrounding the game. So you can click the card up in the top right now and watch that, or you can wait till the end of the video. So this game takes place in West Virginia, where players are members of Vault 76, emerging from the vault to reclaim the world after the nuclear events in 2077. According to Todd Howard, creative director at Bethesda Game Studios, the game will support 24 players at a time on a map 4 times the size of Fallout 4. It is a soft-core survival experience that allows players to replace their base and not lose progression upon death, and the ability to see all other players on the map was stated by Todd. So my opinions on this game is that it looks absolutely phenomenal. I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding it and people are scared. A lot of people spamming the hashtag SavePlayer1 and hashtag NotMyFallout. But I think it's a little ignorant to feel that they should have to change a game just because you don't like it. If you don't like the game, simple as that, don't buy it. And I think I have that philosophy for a lot of games with controversy surrounding them, like the Battlefield situation. But Fallout 76 at its core looks like a Fallout game, and from what this no-clip documentary has shown with Bethesda working on it, and just a lot of the gameplay they've shown and things they've said, at the core, this is definitely a Fallout game first and then a multiplayer game. And I think they had a huge focus on letting you play with your friends, because it seems you can play in parties of 4, and it's more on a focus of discovering and playing as an actual person in a Fallout game. And they just wanted to emphasize the fact that instead of running into NPCs and raiders, now you're going to be running into other players, but it's not going to be as common as you think it is, because there's only going to be 24 people on a map 4 times the size of Fallout 4. So I think in the end this game's going to be great. I know I'm excited to play with my friends on it, and I look forward to this game. Fallout 76 launches on November 14th of this year. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. This game is an online RPG progression shooter, very similar to the first one in the installment, and it takes place several months after the original game, where the virus is apparently less of a threat. This takes place in Washington, D.C., and the main goal of the game appears to be fighting the enemy on the rise within the crippled America. Armor system appears to be a new feature in the game, as well as a new weapon categories, new gadgets, skills, perks making appearances as well. So my opinions on this game, I haven't watched as much gameplay yet as I'd like, but based off of the little bit of gameplay I've seen and the trailers I've seen, I'm very excited for this game. I actually really was excited for the First Division, and the First Division, while I never really got to endgame, was a lot of fun for me, especially playing the beta with all the different players. And I think that's one of the best things about the Division, was kind of interacting with people, and it's similar to the way Destiny worked, so I'm hoping upon launch there's going to be a lot of people playing the game, and I hope this time around I can really get into it as much as I wanted to get into the first game, because it's just such a fun concept. The loot is fun to get, trying to get that good loot, working with your friends, and just the RPG element in general is a ton of fun. So I'm very excited for this game. I think it's going to be a good success. I think Massive and Ubisoft have learned from their mistakes in the first game, and right off the bat this game is going to start off a lot stronger than the first one ever did. The Division 2 comes out on March 15th of 2019. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Now, the original teaser appearing last year for this game had viewers speculating that From Software was actually teasing Bloodborne 2, but upon reveal this year, Sekiro appears to be a traditional Japanese combat game, but not an RPG game like previous titles, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but instead a new formula altogether. You play as the same character throughout the game and use the same weapons mostly, with the exception of switching some gadgets. The game features boss battles like previous titles, but instead of checkpoints, the Shadows Die Twice in the title is referring to the mechanic that upon dying in the game, you can revive yourself and continue to fight. By doing this, enemies tend to lose interest in you once you die, making death an opportunity and an advantage. This apparently has a limit in the game. So, my opinions on this, and just from the basic info we have and the important info, is that this game sounds like a lot of fun, and it's cool to see From Software stepping away from the Bloodborne genre, the Dark Souls genre, the Soulsborne genre as it's called, and making something that's similar yet very different in, ways that are, not just it's an RPG, you fight, it's in a different time era, which is what I was kind of scared but optimistic for when I watched the trailer. I thought we were getting like a Japanese Dark Souls, basically. But it turns out that this game is very different. The combat, though, I feel like is going to take a lot of inspiration from Bloodborne and Souls, though it does appear that instead of dodging, they put a huge emphasis on blocking, which you can see in the trailer a lot, where you see the swords clanging together and sparks flying. So visually, this game also just looks awesome. The style of it is beautiful. It's gorgeous. But Things like just the sound design, the character design. There's some really freaky looking awesome characters, and I think From Software isn't going to disappoint with this new title, so it's exciting to see, and I'm excited to get into the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice game when it comes out. And this game releases on an unknown date in 2019. Doom Eternal. A direct sequel to the 2016 game Doom, Eternal seems to take place on Earth that has been taken over by hell itself. The game is apparently featuring twice as many demons and a brand new soundtrack by Mick Gordon himself, and there's no more details on a multiplayer mode yet, but it's hoped that that might return and be approved upon from the first game, and no actual gameplay has also been shown. Now, my opinions on this, because this is a very short teaser, we don't know when this game is coming out, and except for the fact that it's next year, but does it look awesome? I mean, they told at the reveal event, they said you wanted hell on Earth, we're giving you hell on Earth. You wanted more demons, we're giving you more demons. You wanted the Doom guy to be scarier and more powerful, he's going to be more powerful. So from what they're saying, this sounds like the most awesome Doom game we're probably going to get to date. And I was a huge advocate of the first game when it came out. I was literally mind blown. I remember thinking a few years before that game came out, it'd be really cool to see how Doom could be recreated today. I think it could be such a heavy, awesome game. And go back to that old style where it's the game can be super violent like Mortal Kombat used to be, and just not care, just have fun with it. And I think someone at Bethesda had the exact same thought at that exact same moment, because a few years later down the line, boom, we have Doom. And now we're getting a sequel for it. And I think this is awesome because this game sparked, a return in a lot of genres. And I think Wolfenstein helped with that too, where now we're getting Wolfenstein games again, and now we're getting Doom games again, which is really cool to see. And I am very excited for this game. I hope they bring back the multiplayer mode. I know a lot of people were saying the first game didn't have a good mode, and it was okay. It definitely needed a lot of improvement, and I'm hoping things like, the Quake being returning, that we can still have a good Doom multiplayer mode return into this game. But otherwise, this game looks awesome. I am so excited to slay demons on Earth, and yeah, I can't wait for this game. And it's going to be releasing in an unknown date of 2019. Cyberpunk 2077. A story-driven RPG from CD Projekt Red that takes place in a dark dystopian future. This game was originally announced in 2013, and this is the first real full-length trailer for the game that we got this year, as well as details about the project. Little is still known of the game's story, but with Red's previous titles like the Witcher series, it seems safe to have high hopes for 2077. It's also been rumored and confirmed that the game will take place entirely in first person, with some aspects being in third person like driving and such. So, with the details we got on this game, my opinions are they're going to glorify the game a lot. I am absolutely ecstatic about this game. I remember seeing a lot of stuff back when they first announced it. I was a lot younger then, so I wasn't as hyped as I had gotten over the 5-year span, but seeing that reveal they did at the Xbox event was absolutely incredible. They made you think the Xbox event was over, and then all of a sudden everything starts glitching out. CD Projekt Red intro comes up, and the trailer starts. The soundtrack was amazing. The game looks absolutely gorgeous. It's literally like a dream Cyberpunk game. It looks awesome. I'm so excited for this game. Everything about it just looked incredible, and I mean, knowing CD Projekt Red, they deliver. They always work hard on their games, and there's a reason this game has been delayed, and they've been withholding so much about this game, and it's because they just want it to be the best experience possible, and I have such trust in CD Projekt Red to deliver on this game, and just by the trailer they've shown, I have a feeling that they're going to do just fine. The release date for Cyberpunk 2077 is currently unknown. Halo Infinite. Apparently a direct sequel to Halo 5, we see a more traditional style Master Chief on a bright forest-covered Halo ring. The game is powered by the all-new Slipspace engine, and there's really no current gameplay or details on the story we were shown. So my opinions on this game is, I am a huge Halo fan, so I'm already ecstatic for this game, just for the fact that it's Halo, and also because this is the first Halo that will truly be releasing on Windows 10 apparently, which is something brand new to the Halo franchise. We haven't seen a PC release, I believe, since Combat Evolved. Maybe Halo 2 was on PC, I'm not quite sure, but I know this is going to be like the first one in a long time that's getting released on PC. Now, Halo 5 Forge was released on PC, but that isn't exactly a full Halo game. While you can do some custom games with friends and use Forge mode, there's no true matchmaking or story mode. So that's kind of a disappointment, but it proves that Halo on PC is possible, and I think that's going to be the goal of 343 for this next game. Now, I know when the scene of Master Chief's helmet popping on screen popped up, I already knew what the trailer was about. I knew it was Halo. I picked up on the Pelican and a lot of the details, the music, like I could just tell, seeing a lot of the details. It started getting to me that it was Halo. By the time you see the cockpits of the Pelican, I knew it was Halo. But when you see Master Chief's helmet, that's, I think, when I kind of lost my shit. Because I saw what we were looking at. It's the helmet that is in this trailer is an old style Master Chief helmet. It is very reminiscent of the Halo 3 style, a little bit of Halo 4 kind of look to it, even like Halo 2. And like the color choices are what really got me, because the colors in this game are very bright and vibrant, especially Master Chief's armor, and it almost looks like a Halo Combat Evolved color style. And when you zoom out and you see that we are indeed on a Halo, it's such a cool sight to see, because it really brings back that nostalgic feeling of the original games. And I'm so excited to see what this game is going to be about, because from what we're seeing, we're on a Halo, we're Master Chief again, and this game seems to be very much going to the Halo roots, and I couldn't be more excited for this game. And Halo Infinite is going to be releasing at a date that has not yet been announced, unfortunately. Death Stranding, Hideo Kojima's latest game project since his split from publisher Konami, appearing to take place in a dystopian future with some form of supernatural forces in act. The game is a surreal experience that likely has huge focus in its story and visuals, where Norman Reedus plays the apparent main protagonist in the game. First revealed in 2016 at Gamescom, there is still a lot to see and learn about Death Stranding. So my opinions on this game, other than the fact that it's some Amazon delivery experience simulator, is that this game actually looks really freaking cool, and the concepts we're seeing for it it's very surreal. The word surreal, I think, is going to be used a lot in how people describe this game, but it's very unique, and I think that's something Hideo Kojima is known to deliver. He delivers these unique experiences that you usually don't see before. And storytelling-wise, cinematic-wise, I know he's going to deliver on that game. And honestly, it's very cool seeing the progress this game has made, because within the first trailer that we got at that 2016 reveal, I don't think anybody had any idea what the hell we were watching. And even with the next trailer that we saw, did we still know what we were watching at that point? Probably not, because this is the first year we appear to get any sort of quote-unquote gameplay, even though I'm not sure if this is full gameplay yet. But we see a lot of these clips of these men in these suits carrying packages through these open, barren landscapes, destroyed cities, and it looks so interesting. It just... Every single trailer I've seen, the music choice is great. It's very cinematic, very deep. It keeps me wanting to know more, and I think that's what Hideo Kojima is trying to do. He wants us to be hooked, and I'll let you know I am hooked on this, and I'm very excited to see what this full game is going to be about, and I really want to know the release date and just more details about this game, but he keeps teasing us and then taking more away. But I think this is probably one of the best reveals we've gotten yet, with some of the most details, showing some very, very creepy clips. It's kind of giving us more of an idea of what's happening, and I think we just have to sit tight and wait for more info and get ready to play this awesome looking game. So the release date for this game has also not yet been announced. The Elder Scrolls 6. The long-awaited next chapter of the Elder Scrolls series teased with a 30-second video from Bethesda that showed fans very little of what the game would focus on. Fans have speculated that the game will take in either Hammerfall or even High Rock, or even a foreign continent that isn't Tamriel, though lately it has been confirmed that the game will take place in Tamriel. This game is currently in pre-production, and a release anytime within the next couple years is very unlikely, and it's possible that we may get more information at the next E3. My opinions on this game, I am so f***ing excited. Honestly, the trailer they showed, they teased it at the very end of the Bethesda conference. I was quivering with excitement, screaming. I was watching it live with a friend. I was so excited when I saw this. Just the music, the way they introduced it was absolutely incredible, and I don't think there could have been a better way to show it. And people have been, asking for it for so long, and Bethesda's been saying, we've got other things we're working on. And the fact that it is in pre-production shows that they're just starting to work on this. But I think Bethesda was nice enough to give us that little teaser to confirm, yes, it's coming. Hold on to your pants. We're bringing the game. Don't worry. And honestly, it's just great to hear. So I think, honestly, the only thing that could really make this game bad is if they tried to change the Elder Scrolls formula too much. As long as they build off of the games they have made, like Oblivion and Skyrim and even Morrowind previous games, I think the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to turn out to be an awesome release. There's so many things they can do and improve upon from games like Skyrim, but still deliver the same experience that fans are expecting. So it's very exciting. I hope Bethesda is working on this game hard and that they deliver an awesome experience in the next couple years. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys like any of these games, please let me know which games you're excited for. If there's any game that I didn't talk about here that you're also excited for, talk to me about it. Give me some information. These are just some of my top highlights, games that I am absolutely excited for and I really want to keep my eyes on. But if there's any other games, please guys, let me know. I know there's a bunch of other games I am still watching out for, but I just didn't add them to this video. If you guys want to see more videos about these games, I definitely want to make some videos talking more in depth about some of the games we have a lot of information on, and I want to do a lot of speculation for some of these games too. So just let me know, guys. I'm really excited to be making videos like this, and please subscribe to me if you haven't already, guys. I love making content like this, and I definitely put effort into making good content, and if you guys have suggestions, I'm always open, so just let me know. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.